You're watching the News Channel 15 Highlight Zone with Glenn Marini. Sports coverage you can count on with the Highlight Zone starts now.
It's a new season. It's a win or go home. We've got more excitement and we're ready to prove ourselves.
This is our objective, to be playing the best football we can come week 10. When the week 10's here, and now championships are on the line.
We got a motivated team, high-intensity team. I think we're more ready than ever.
The quest to be the best starting tonight. Sectional play kicking off all across Northeast Indiana, and the goal to be alive and kicking at Thanksgiving weekend to play for a state title at Lucas Oil Stadium. We start tonight in 6A, where the Carroll Chargers head into the playoffs looking for their 4th straight sectional championship. Jessica Starbird was at Dean Gorsuch Field and has more of the game. Jessica.
When Carroll made the move to the SAC, Carroll coach Doug Dinan telling us the biggest advantage would be the week in and week out competition. That SAC strength, he said, would get his team ready for a deeper playoff run, and testing out that theory tonight as the Chargers hosted Warsaw in the first round of sectional play. Carroll beat Warsaw 40-3 in last year's sectionals. Will the Tigers be tamed again by the Chargers? Looking like it early. Dylan Connor up the middle for an early touchdown to put the Chargers up 7-0. Later in the first, it's the defense going to work. Michael Jensen picked off by Blake Schumacher, and Schu taking it all the way to the house. A 14-0 Carroll lead. We got offense, we got defense. Why not some special teams? Blocked punt here, scooped up by Jack Gibbons. That puts Carroll up 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, the offense keeps on rolling, and the boys keep on doing some more push-ups. He finds Nick Novotny in the speedy junior. Got Tigers all over the field trying to get him, but they just keep on tripping left and right. No can-do catching him. 35-7 a Carroll lead at halftime. Warsaw opens up the second in a commanding fashion, scoring 14 unanswered points at Jensen, finding Jeremy David their second TD connection, but history repeating itself tonight. Smith with the QB keep. Carroll moving on to the sectional title game with a 49-21 win over Warsaw.
It feels good. We didn't come out the second half, and I mean, everyone could tell. That's just something we got to work on in practice.
At halftime, we're in there, we're pretty hyped, we're like, all right, we got this. And really, we came out and they started to score. And that was just like changing our mindset, really like, all right, we gotta change something, we gotta do something differently so this doesn't happen. So that's good for next week so we can get ready.
Ends the season 4-6. Carroll is now 7-3 and headed to the Sectional 3 championship game next Friday. Glenn, back to you.
All right, thank you, Jessica. So who are the Chargers going to get? We got Homestead at Northrop on the other side. This is a rematch of last week's 42-16 win by the Spartans over the Bruins. But in the first quarter, it's the Bruins doing work. That's Jason Ash for the short touchdown, and the Bruins up 7-0. However, how good has this guy been? Quarterback Drew Kazai, only a junior for the Spartans. The QB picking up 50 yards as he tucks it. We're talking Homestead in business. Later on the drive, it's Jonah Watson. You're going to see 14 in motion, gets the football and gets the touchdown. Homestead ties it there. The Spartans offense goes on to roll. Homestead wins 48-14 over Northrop. We got Carroll at Homestead next week for the 6A Sectional 3 Championship. No 5A this week. Hey, they're on a bye. We head to 4A. Great matchup in Sectional 19. 8-1 East Noble at 6-3 Northwood. First quarter, Northwood striking first. Bailey Gessinger with the touchdown. And just like that, it's 7-0 Panthers. East Noble responds. You knew they would. Zach Jenkins to Dylan Hunley. That's a first down as East Noble moves the ball through the air. How about on the ground? David Salazar punches in on the drive. 7-all at that point, but it's East Noble falling to Northwood 42-28 on the road. East Noble's season done at 8-2. Meanwhile, Northwood advances to face Northridge next week as Northridge beat Columbia City 14-0 tonight. Flipping to the other side of that sectional 19 bracket, we got DeKalb battling Angola. The Barons beat the Hornets 26-20 in week 1. First quarter, Harrison Price to Trevor Boyce across the middle, and Boyce makes a move. He would pick up a first down here, and it would be DeKalb up 6-0 after one, thanks to a Hunter Minch touchdown. Second quarter now, DeKalb's Stephen Lalonde. Coach Kemp loves this kid. He gets the sack for that DeKalb D. Then it's that DeKalb O taking over. Derek Padilla with a short touchdown to make it 12-0 DeKalb, and it's DeKalb winning 39-13. They will play Plymouth next week. 4A Sectional 20, Bishop Dwenger and Wayne. This is a rematch of last week's game. The Saints marching in that one to a 49-zip win. First quarter, Dwenger's Blake Pichelny to John Fetterspiel. 30-yard strike on their second offensive play of the game, and it's 7-zip Dwenger. Still in the first, Pichelny. It worked one time. Why not do it again? Fetterspiel would pick up a big first down for the Saints here. He gets all the way down to the 9-yard line, and that would set up this. Matter of fact, it's the next play. Amon Clark, how good has he been? Up and over for the touchdown. 14-zip Dwenger, and the Saints win it 42-6. So Dwenger plays at New Haven next week as the Bulldogs beat Mississinewa 40-0 tonight. Other half of the sectional 20 bracket, 8-1 Leo hosting 1-8 Logansport. Early first quarter, Logansport's Brady Cripe intercepted by Leo's Bo Carpenter. We've called his name a lot on the highlight zone this season. Leo's offense taking over. It was Joe Lambright from 3 yards out, giving Leo a 7-zip lead. Later in the first, quarterback Ryan Goss. He's been great. Started the season as a backup because of injury. He's been forced into duty, and he's been fantastic. Nearly 50 yards on the score right there to make it a 14-zip Leo lead. Second quarter, it's Goss handing it to Trenton Bonner, and this guy's becoming a highlight zone staple. Look at the wheels on Trenton Bonner. 59 yards. Great stride there as Leo wins it 56-19. So who will Leo play next week? That's the question. Marion at Southside. Giants winless on the season. Archers with 1 victory. Second quarter, Southside's Marcolette Harrison. 10-yard scamper up the gut for a touchdown, and this game is tied at 6-all. Later in the second quarter, Southside's Dennis Johnson. You saw him roll away from the defense. Good choice. He keeps it. Goes in from 15 yards out, flag right there, but it's 12-6 South. 12 seconds before the half, Marion strikes Isaiah Hamilton to Andreas Aguilar. 22-yard touchdown. Game was tied at 12 at the half, but the Archers win it 38-12. So it's Southside at Leo next Friday as we move along in sectional play. Hey, coming up after the break, we're going to hit the road for the best 3A games. We followed Lewis to Northwestern, and let me tell you, if you're a fan of offense, it was well worth the drive. We got Belmont at Maquanaquah as well, plus we're at Concordia, Heritage, Central Noble, Eastside, and Busco. All that coming up next in The Zone.
We're the Angola Hornets, and things are sizzling on the highlight zone, so don't go away.